Loktar Ogar. Not making any promises, but I did decide before I fully tap out and go into retail, I did try to go to the 20th anniversary edition of World of Warcraft, and I may have to repeat this in all my videos, which will be boring. Simply put, that this is WoW Classic era. There's no expansions, it's not Season of Discovery, there's no fancy runes, there's no quicker leveling. It is as classic as it gets. The difference is this will go into the Burning Crusade eventually, and we don't know how much further it will go afterwards. When we look at the realms here, we've got like literal classic era, and we could see that the population has taken a complete dump. Nobody plays this shit. You can even do hardcore, and even those are like super low. Then seasonal is where I was doing good. These are locked because they're completely dead. Nobody's really playing on here. Anniversary is absolutely crazy. So there is one hardcore normal, and there's two PvPs. One for Australia, I think that's Australia. Yeah. And then one for just whatever. And then one normal. So it's almost guaranteed with the limited amount of servers that they have compared to, like, you know, having more server. Like, this is ridiculous, the amount of servers they have. They should almost just merge them all together. So that is why I'm thinking of maybe going through the pain. Right now I'm about to get my pet as soon as I hit level 10. So I'm going to jump into this here with my dwarf hunter. And the idea, again, is like I said, how I enjoy playing the game is when I'm at the end game, get a little bit of gear, nothing too crazy, and then help people out. Just pick a random zone, like that whole thing that I used to do before. Like if I do Who Winter Spring. Remember, like in my other videos, there used to be a lot of people in Season of Discovery. Now there's like 0 people. Look at that. There's over 50 people in Winter Spring alone. Hillsbrad Foothills, there was like 2 people. 33 people in Hillsbrad Foothills. I'm going to do just another one. Ashenvale, even though these are popular, 34 people. Like, that's the kind of population I miss and that I remember from back in the day. I just don't want to go through all the grinding again, but they did say they'll never delete our Season of Discovery characters. We're probably never going to get an expansion. So my druid is a one and done. He's leveled up, good for him. And quite frankly, that is pretty amazing. Now give me a sec. Yeah, my skinning is maxed out. I got to see if I can I know that mining trainer's there. Yeah, the skinning trainer's like, you know, somewhere else. So forget that. I did play retail for a little bit, and, you know, it's not bad. Like, I have to admit, I was having some fun. I was a little overwhelmed in one way just because there's so much to do. But even people in retail were admitting, they're like, nobody cares about you. Trying to help them with a quest. Everything's just so trivial. And that sort of stuff. And so here I am. Druid and Hunter tend to be my two favorite. Yeah, I'm just going to walk along the ice here. So by the way, if it wasn't obvious, I am in Dunmorrow. The dwarf and gnome starter area. Again, there's no fancy nothing. There's no boosts or nothing. I feel like I have to emphasize that each time. What I might do for subsequent videos, if I do decide to stick with it, is I'll say refer to the description box if you want a breakdown on this server type. And I'll just say it's WoW 20th anniversary. Or whatever. Or I'll explain it while I'm actually playing, which is usually not something I'm good at doing. Doing it at the same time. So this was just to kind of keep you in the loop for the very few people that do keep up with what I'm doing. I don't know that I'm going to do the hardcore one, because if you ever get disconnected, this, that, and the other thing, that's it, you're done. And then if I'm talking, I'm blinking 182 times a minute because of my light. Or I just get too excitable. It's just a much higher risk of me dying. But if something were to happen, I could bring said character over to the regular 20th anniversary. So it's not like they're completely gone, excuse me, to the point where they're deleted, right? And now this gives me, compared to Season of Discovery, this gives me something to do. Now I'm leveling. I'm trying to gear up. You get to watch the journey along the way. You won't get to enjoy the ASMR sensation of the music and all that from the game because I can't shut my damn trap for more than about 2.5 seconds at a time, in which I blame that on ADHD as well as being French. I'm playing the French card. So I'm diseased for 10 minutes. Yeah, it's pretty wild, the argument that I got. You know, Classic's a little bit more dangerous, but it's really not. Retail's pretty badass. I'm like, yeah, no, it isn't. They force you to level. Well, they force you. They have it so that you level up really, really quick. Because their end game, arguably, I will admit, the end game of retail, and if you want to do like battlegrounds, is pretty good if that's what you're looking for. Or you just want to play some characters, you want to take 6.5 years to gear up 2 alts, then Classic is the way to go. And I have to admit, with the potential of going back through the Burning Crusade, which I did do once, it's a lot of fun. I just hope, like I said, after Wrath of the Lich King, if they do go that far, they stop it. But that likely won't be for a couple of years, and I don't want to stop myself, potentially, from having a lot of fun, just because, well, what if? What if? So that's what this is all about now. But I also have a lot of other games I need to cover on my channel. Like I said before, this is my favorite game to cover, but it's the one that makes me the least amount of money. I mean, heaven knows how many videos I've made on this game. And if you accumulate all the views from all my World of Warcraft videos, I might have made $5. I'm not doing this for the money. I mean, what money, right? After you do something for several years and it's not panning out, you're clearly doing it because you're either crazy or you really do enjoy what you do. I feel like I can be myself the most in terms of being calm, playing a game, shooting a shit about absolutely nothing, more than any other game on the planet, except for like American Truck Simulator and now the new Skate that's coming out that I've had early access for a while that I'm finally allowed to talk about. Those are relaxing for me as well. And my sinuses are still messed up. Now this I've died on a couple of times. Come on. When I didn't have decent gear, I had a little bit of silver from my druid that I had farmed. Otherwise, I would be up to shit creek. And what I would do is I would grind, and then I would get to level 10. Because these level 10s and 11s, they can be nasty. And if like a couple of them hit you, or that bear comes and wants to chomp your glutes, forget it. And again, one level makes a difference. You'll watch how much quicker I can drop a level 9 versus a level 10. Yeah, that's right, run away. I feel like I'm approaching every little gnome here like it's a Souls boss. I just have to really be mindful of my environment more than ever. I will have to buy some more water, but I just wanted to make this video really quick. I'm not going to be recording for much longer. We'll just kind of see how this goes. And I don't know what I'm going to do with the cover. If I'm going to leave a generic cover, either which way, it's like a gamer vlog, right? So whether I'm doing my Dwarf Hunter or my Night Elf Druid, I could be flip-flopping. Time is still advancing in the real world. I still might do like part 1, then part 2, even if one's the Hunter, one's the Druid, then the Druid, the Hunter, the Druid, Hunter, Druid, right? Like, who knows? You're still following my boring life of what the hell I'm doing. Is the point I'm trying to make here. I don't think I'm gonna separate them. Where's that one going without a helmet? But yeah, I remember on hardcore, I think it was, I was having a hard time here because I was doing self-found, so I couldn't buy gear from the vendor or anything. And I still had like the starter pistol. Whereas this one, I've got the bow because I was able to get a mage to port me. And anyhow, I grinded till I was level 10 with a pet. And then I came back here. And then I was like, yeah, that's right. You will never eat my ass ever again. Leper gnomes. Yeah, this is definitely a lot more relaxing. And I have to remember, too, that this is not hardcore. I feel like I have shell shock. Like I'm still like, oh my god, what if I die? Well, the main problem now with dying is how goddamn long it takes for you to walk back here. It's like 16 minutes. By the time you get to your corpse and you drink up, a season's gone by. Gotta make sure I don't, see what I mean? You're sneaky little bastards, they are. Bad gnome. Yeah, so this will be my last fight here, and then I'll wrap it up. Sometimes my World of Warcraft videos, I like to make them somewhat a little bit longer, closer to 20 to 30 minutes, but I don't want to do... My goodness, multiple diseases. We are not taking reduced strength, health regen. Jesus. We're just really out to get me. Feel like I gotta... That's the one thing I hate about Classic when you're a hunter and you're done. Where's my bow? Where's my two-handed weapon? But if you're dual wielding or you have a weapon on your hip, you'll always see it. Otherwise, you got to do this to see your weapon like that, right? It's just, I feel like it's a weird oversight that's never been rectified. And that is something that I wouldn't mind if they did fix it. I don't care if it's not the original feel. I want to see my weapon. See, then I go to loot. Anyways, you get the idea. All right, so I'm going to end it here. And we'll see what happens. You'll see more of me. Just whether or not you'll see more of me playing this game if I decide to stick with it, I don't know. Because between Borderlands, the new NHL, I'm having a lot of fun with the new basketball game, the new football game, Dying Light, you know, The Beast coming out. Then Battlefield next month. It's a lot when this is not practically your sole game that you're playing, right? That's when this becomes too much. And that's why once I got to the finish line in Season of Discovery with my druid, it's like I just hop in, roam around, except now there's nobody there. There's nothing to do, right? So, you know what I might do? I got like 3-4 minutes before I have to go take care of my puppy. I showed you. Hillsbrad, Winter Spring, Ashenvale. Jam-packed. This is bonus footage for my VIP members. Let's go to seasonal. Wild growth. I wouldn't go that far. Oh, looky at you. Ah. And this is not even high-end gear, but for me it is. This is high-end gear for me. So again, front/who, Ashenvale. There's one person there. Front/who, Winter Spring. One person there. Do you see what I'm saying? What was the other one that I did? Hillsbrad. Yeah, there's like one person per zone. Like, what the hell? Stranglethornvale. Who's in the... Okay, so that one got 8 people. The other one... Well, I just know in general. It's like 50. It'll only ever show you 50. If there's 51 people, it'll say 50. If there's 1,000 people, it'll never show you more than 50. I don't know what kind of weird limitation that is, but it is what it is. And, yeah. So that's my part. So I almost have to, like, look. Oh, there's somebody there. Then I gotta fly there. you know, surprise the person. Hey, you know, do you need some help? And then by the time you get there, they're gone. It's just, you know, and you don't get any of these runes. The runes, I have to admit, made Season of Discovery fucking amazing. And now that I'm, you know, geared up to my satisfaction, that's it. I'm technically missing the boots. I can't get the boots because there's nobody around to quest with, to do dungeons with. It's fucking horseshit, but he'll always be here, ready to go. Take care. Thumbs down if you didn't like the video, and I'll bend it in half. I'll twist it. Okay. And I'll break this part off, right where the sun don't shine. You're not getting that end. No, no, not this end. That one right there. And if you want to subscribe naturally, that would be great. But if not, thanks for stopping by anyways. Take care. And who knows? Did I already say this earlier? Anyways, maybe I'll see some of you in the next one. It's the ADHD. It's like redlining today. Bye for now.